In just 2 years, my husband and I were able to pay off just over $55,000 of debt. And this year, we have even bigger plans to become 100% debt free by paying off our mortgage. This journey all started back in 2013 when we finally decided that we were done with debt. We were pregnant with our second child. I was a stay-at-home mom. My husband was self-employed. We knew this was going to be a hard thing to do. We honestly had no idea how we were going to make paying off all of this debt even a reality. But through hard work, determination, and of course a plan, we managed to make it happen. And so if you're wanting to pay off debt and make your debt-free dreams a reality, here's how you do it. First thing, you have to stop using it. That means no more credit cards, no more taking out personal loans, car loans, student loans, what have you. No more debt. If you want to become debt-free, you have to stop using it. You will literally not succeed in your debt payoff plan if you continue to use and take out debt. You won't succeed, you will fail. So if you want to succeed on this endeavor, you absolutely must stop using debt. Cut up the credit cards, make a commitment that you will not take out any more loans, whether that's the mortgage, a car loan, a personal loan, a student loan, that you are officially done with debt. Declare it loud and proud for everyone to hear. The second thing you have to do is start saving. That's right, I just told you have to save before you can pay off debt. Trust me, the moment you declare that you're going to become debt-free, all of a sudden Murphy's Law goes into effect and anything and everything can and will happen the moment you decide you're going to be debt-free. And because you're just starting on this journey, it's going to be super tempting to swipe a credit card or take out a loan to fix your problem. This is why you have to start building up an emergency fund if you don't already have one before you start aggressively attacking your debt. The reason for this is that it will keep you from using debt to help fix any hiccups that happen along the journey. By starting off with an emergency fund of $1,000, or if you feel more comfortable, $2,000, a number that's still small and something that is manageable for you to save up within 3 months, you are better prepared for any little bit of hiccups that come along the way while you are trying to pay off your debt. The third thing you'll have to do is pick which debt payoff method you're going to use. There are two known methods called the debt snowball method and the debt avalanche method. The debt avalanche method is the one where you order your debts, so you write out all of your debts and you list them in the order of the highest interest rate. So whichever debt has the highest interest rate, that would be the debt that you would start paying off first. And then as soon as you're done paying off that debt, you will then avalanche down to the next highest interest rate debt from there. The debt snowball method is a little bit different because the debt snowball method goes based on your debt balance. So you would then take the lowest debt balance that you have. So whatever the lowest amount of debt that you have, if it's like a $400 credit bill, let's just say, you would take that debt and that would be the first debt that you pay off. And then you would snowball up from there to your highest balance debt. For us, we personally chose the debt snowball method because of the quick wins. By paying off those small little debts first, it gets you really motivated and excited and keeps you encouraged on the debt payoff plan. And for us, it really helped to create extra wiggle room in our budget. And I highly encourage you that if you are struggling with wiggle room in your budget, like if you have a super tight budget, to start with the debt snowball method because it really does help free up some of that extra money so you can start aggressively attacking your debt. And so the fourth thing you'll have to do after you've chosen which debt payoff method you're going to use, whether that's the debt snowball method or the debt avalanche method, the next thing you're going to have to do is to choose which debt you're starting with. Again, if you're using the debt avalanche method, you're going to pick the debt with the highest interest rate. So you're going to write down that debt, you're going to write down the interest rate, you're going to write down the minimum payment amount every month. You're going to write down the minimum payment due date along with the balance of that debt. If you're using the debt snowball method, you're going to just write down the debt, the minimum payment amount, the interest rate, I still recommend you write the interest rate, the minimum payment due date, along with the balance that you currently have. That is the debt that you are going to work aggressively in the next few months to pay off. That means every extra penny that you earn, you're going to put towards that debt. So any tax refunds that you get are going to the debt. Any bonus money that you get at work is going to the debt. If you do any side hustles to earn any extra income, it's all going towards that debt. I know that doesn't sound fun. I know it doesn't. But I'm here to tell you that it is so worth it. Becoming debt-free has been such a blessing to my family. There are so many things that we thought that we would never be able to do. But the truth is that we were never going to be able to do them with all that debt weighing us down. And now that we don't have that debt, we are free. We are free to use our money the way that God intended us to use it. We're able to give and to help out our neighbor when they are in need, when before we couldn't do that. We couldn't even help ourselves. It is incredible whenever you feel that weight of debt lifted off your shoulders. It is amazing. And that is why the fifth step is that you have to stick with it. This is going to be hard. There's going to be setbacks and challenges along the debt-free journey, but you have to stick to it. You have to, because again, it is so, so worth it. So set up your plan today. Get going on the debt-free journey. Make it happen. And just to recap, the steps to succeeding with paying off debt are to first, stop using it. Remember, you must stay committed. You have to stop using your debt. The second one is to start saving. If you don't already have an emergency fund in place, you need to get started on building one today. The third thing is to choose which method you're going to use. Are you going to use the debt snowball method or the debt avalanche method? There's no right or wrong answer here. Just pick the one that works best for you and your family. The fourth one is to choose which debt, based on the method that you just picked in step 3, which debt are you going to start paying off now? Which one are you going to start throwing every extra penny that you have towards? Which one? And the fifth one, and the most important one, is to stick with it. Even if it gets hard and challenging, stick with it. You will succeed.